the earliest manuscripts and many other ancient witnesses do not have John 7:53 to 8:11. If there's a book and then a couple years later you buy the same book and there's an extra chapter in it, or if there's an extra paragraph somewhere, what does that mean? It wasn't part of the original, and then someone added it in later. That's what that means. These verses are a lie from the pits of hell. And I can show you, I can demonstrate this to be the truth. We already know somebody added these verses, that it's fabricated. Jesus never said these words because it wasn't in the original. Someone put it in later on. It tells you right in the footnotes of your own Bible. Do you know the story? It's the story of the adulterous woman. You know, and Jesus says, "He who is without sin cast the first stone." And then everybody walked away. Everybody walked away, and the woman said, "Well, what about you, Jesus?" And what did he say? He said, "Go and sin no more." That's a lie. None of that happened. If Jesus was there and this woman was brought to him, he would have condemned her to be stoned, because Jesus tells you he came to uphold the law, not to abolish it, to uphold the law and the prophets. So he would have done what the law says. By the fruits, know the tree. Can you build a society if wives are just sleeping with whoever they want with no consequences? What builds a strong society? Broken families with fathers who don't even know if their children are biologically theirs? Is that what God wants for us? Is that the types of fruits that God's tree brings forth? What happens when you don't punish shoplifting? In California, have you seen? They walk into CVS with a garbage bag and they load it up and walk out because it's under $900, so they don't prosecute it. You know, go and sin no more. So then they just keep doing it and doing it, because when you don't punish a behavior, you encourage the behavior. Is this what God wants for us? To have broken families and women doing whatever they want? Is that of God? What do you think about these verses? Fabricated, huh? It tells you right there. Does that make sense?